In this problem, ABC Enterprise wants to purchase an equipment in 6 months and they need 200,000 as a down payment and the current interest rate is 4%. How much should they deposit today so they will have 200,000 ready for the down payment in 6 months? That is the question. So that information can be summarized in timeline. So the APR is 4% and they need 200,000 in 6 months, and how much should they deposit, right? That's your question. In order to solve this problem, first we need to find out the rate or the periodic interest rate. So the rate is always equals to your APR, which is a 4% in our case, and over 12. So that gives us rate. And next we need is number of period, which is n. So for this case n is going to be 6. So given this information, it is asking us how much should we deposit today so that will grow to 200,000 in 6 months, meaning if the present value is PV and it will grow in 6 period by this compounding factor, right? So here it is going to be our rate n to the power 6. That must be equals to 200,000. So 200,000. So that's what this question is talking about. Which means if you simplify that, that means the present value is going to be simply equals to your 200,000, right? 200,000 over 1 plus the rate is 4% over 12 to power 6. And if you simplify this, and that will give you the how much money you need to deposit today in order to have this 200,000 ready in 6 months. So here I have provided a solution, which means you simply divide this 200 by 1 plus 4% this, and that is going to be equivalent to 196,046.25. So same problem can also be solved using Excel, and here I have listed all this information. You can see here the future period, the future value is 200 and number of period here is 6 and the APR is 4, and we need to know how many times the interest is paid, which means number of compounding times per period. This is monthly compounding, right? That's why there is a 12 periods in a year, so that's why number of compounding per year is 12. And now we need to find the rate. How do we find the rate? Keep this in mind. In Excel, always rate equal to periodic interest rate. As I said earlier, periodic interest rate is always equals to your APR divided by how many times the interest is compounded per year. For our case is 12, right? So that's why this is rate. And for some reason we need to extend this right here, which is 0.33%. So now, given this information, how much should the ABC Enterprise deposit in order to have 200,000 6 months? So that means we need to find the present value, right? So the present value and the rate, keep this in mind, rate is always going to be the rate right here, and the number of period is that guy 6, comma the PMT function, and is there any cash flow in between these 6 periods? No. That's why our PMT right here is 0. And the future value, how much should the future value be? So in future, there has to be 200,000, so right? So that's why once you put all this information and then enter, and you get that negative. What does that mean? Negative means you have to deposit. This is a cash outflow today. You have to deposit $196,046.25 today to get that 200,000 in 6 months. That's what it is. So whether you follow the basic mathematical or the Excel one, you should get the same answer. Thank you.